babe? Live, man. I'm about to take a drive. That's a fucking air conditioner fix finally. Hopefully, phone won't keep crashing. Never get a Google Pixel. These shits crash, but this phone sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bitch ass down. Sorry, I'm sorry. I gotta chill, man. I'm getting mad about dumb shit. I get mad about dumb shit, and then the shit that actually makes people mad, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just trying to clean off like that. Just getting my shit set up here real quick. We gotta put this little joint on the dashboard. This is a little key for anybody that's trying to do YouTube or like record their drives. This is how it looks before you put the mat on your dashboard. It just reflects the dashboard all crazy. When you put the mat on your dashboard, watch this. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. You're right in there, man. No reflection. Looking good. Looking good. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for a couple people. I'm thinking like, I damn near kind of want to go to AC right now. I kind of want to go to Atlantic City. I don't know. We'll see what the people think. I'm just trying to think of like, what is a topic we can talk about while we're riding? What is a topic we can talk about? I got an idea. Bear with me a second. If anybody comments, I can't read it while I'm saying this questionnaire. Just bear with me a second. So there's something I've been wondering about lately, like after the Carmelo Anthony stuff. I don't want to get too focused on that conversation, but more conversation about hip-hop culture, rap culture, urban culture. Do people feel like I'm starting to feel like this rap, hip-hop currently how it is just like pure cancer for the kids. You can't even turn on the radio. You can't even turn the radio on with your kids in the car. He's gonna put on Cardi B is gonna be telling your little girls to shake ass and sell pussy, and then Lil Durk's gonna be telling your kids to go murder somebody over pride and respect. I personally am starting to think, and this is someone that grew up with this culture and loves it. I'm looking back at the damage it did to me in my mind. I remember being young thinking that this was the way to be. Like, ready to kill somebody over something stupid. The women ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole mindset, is the bitches ain't shit. Get money. Like, it's just all this, like, it really is devil worship when you think about it. Knowing some of the stuff we know now, becoming more spiritually conscious. Hip-hop and urban culture is just pure devil worship anymore. Like, there's really no way around it anymore. So let's see what people think about this topic. What about Insane Clown Posse? I don't really know anything about Insane Clown Posse. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I really couldn't tell you a whole lot about Insane Clown Posse. But what I can tell you about is that if you turn on the radio, the hit songs on urban radio are gonna be about getting money, murdering people, fucking people's bitches. That's the other thing, is it's not just about fucking women, but it's about fucking women that are with somebody else. That's like a huge part of urban culture right now. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. Nah, you're missing the point, my butter. I mean, if you say I need to dig a little deeper, but you mentioned Insane Clown Posse, that's crazy, because that's really not even like part of the culture. They do their own thing, like shout out to them and all that, but that's not really part of hip hop, like urban culture. Insane Clown Posse is like a gimmick. This hip hop we're dealing with, yeah, you gotta dig deeper for the good shit, I get it. But when you turn on the radio, they're telling you girls to be whores, they're telling your sons to kill people. I don't see how we could work around it. I don't see how we could just act like this shit don't exist. I don't see how we could act like when your son turns on the radio and he got Lil Durk talking about murdering people that look like him. I don't see how you could just see that and say, no problem with that. Let's force feed our kids this concept that you just murder people for disrespect, and let's tell the little girls that it's all about money. Use these men for money. These men ain't shit. And then tell the men that the women ain't shit and they're only for pussy. And let's just destroy any concept of a nuclear family or anything that is good and holy. Let's just put pure devil worship on the radio and feed it to black kids. And then when they murder each other, we're going to act like we don't know what happened. Oh, what's wrong with the black community? Maybe they should stop being force-fed shit about murdering people and selling pussy. No, is that crazy? That sounds crazy. No. Or they're saying I'm racist. Bro, no, maybe I'm saying that because I actually give a fuck. Maybe the people that are racist are the ones that condone it because they're scared to speak the motherfucking truth. They're scared of being called a racist, or they're scared of this. No, if you really care, you should say something, bro. You should be able to say, this shit is pure devil worship. Lil Durk, devil worship. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B, devil worship. All of it, bro. Michelle Adams, what's up, girl? I'm just talking my shit. Don't mind me. I ain't always yelling, but this is a important topic to me. It's important to me because a lot of my friends have been murdered. My black friends, a lot of them have been murdered. I've taken a lot of losses. Just because I love black people so much, I'm around this community. I'm around it. I see people getting murdered by other black people, bro. People are scared to just talk about it. Like, this needs to change, bro. I really believe that hip-hop culture needs to change. Mainstream, and it's the adults that are giving these little kids an opening to talk about all the murder. Like, I get it. For the youngins, they do want to talk about their life. They don't want to sugarcoat it. I understand that part of it, bro. But when adults are promoting it and putting it on the fucking radio, that's the thing. Like, even back in the 90s, we would put on the radio, it would be Aaliyah. It would be like, you know, TLC. It would be shit like Boys to Men. Ain't no fucking Boys to Men anymore. The closest you're gonna get is Lil Durk singing about murdering people. Like, that's really the closest we're gonna get to Boyz II Men, is people singing with nice voices about how they're gonna murder people and fuck your bitch. Boyz II Men ain't around. We don't got none of that. We'd rather make fun of Will Smith. That man made a classic for the summertime, just a straight good vibe, positive, and now we laugh at it. Or say he's corny because he wasn't out here talking about killing his own people. That's crazy to me. Like, Will Smith should be saluted and loved for what he did in hip-hop. But he's not. He wasn't gangster enough, so people don't respect him. So now you're putting pressure on black people that you gotta be a killer, you gotta be a gangster, or it's like you're not part of the culture. That, and subconsciously, that's in the back of all of our minds. When we think about hip-hop culture, we don't really connect Will Smith to hip-hop culture because we don't really respect a positive vibe. Let's keep it real. We only respect murder. We only respect selling pussy and shaking ass. We don't respect nothing else, bro. Keep it real. Tell me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. He said the Backstreet Boys, I'm crying. Backstreet's back, alright. Yeah, I'm saying like Bow Wow. Yeah, for real, like even Bow Wow. When you had a kid on the radio, the kid wasn't talking about murdering people. You heard this little kid, Little RT or some shit, he's like 10 years old and he raps about murdering people, and the industry blew him up and like celebrates him. Little kids, when they did music back in the day, it was music that little kids could listen to. It wasn't brain rot. Yeah, I appreciate you, Michelle. I'm just speaking my mind. I mean, if people have alternative opinions, that's cool. Isaac, what up, homie? J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, I mean, like, Insane Clown Posse to me is just like, I don't know, it's not like, it almost feels like it's like a joke. Like, it's not real, I don't know. But they seem like cool dudes, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when they do interviews and shit, they do seem like good dudes. And I know some of the kids that like go to the concerts, and they cool people, man. You're not gonna have shootouts at an ICP concert. And maybe I should listen to them instead. I'm saying I'm guilty. I listen to Lil Durk. I listen to all this bullshit. And lately, I just been feeling different about it. I don't know, man. I've just been feeling like different about it. Facts though. Yeah. No, facts. That shit was a gimmick for sure. But I can't even be mad at Insane Clown Posse because they're not trying to encourage their fans to go murder people. Like, even when they talk about shit, you know it's a joke though. The way they present it is like it's just a joke. You go to Insane Clown Posse, concert, whatever, you're not gonna see people shooting people. You go to a club where they're playing hip hop, that motherfucker might get shot up, bro. Let's keep it real, dog. Like, it's not. I'm not wrong for saying that. I've been in clubs, everybody had to leave because somebody shot it up. This is hip hop culture. The poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him of all his troubles. Yeah, nah, you right, Bo. You right, Bo. Because if these kids were all really this official, if all these kids were killing nobody would be alive, bro. Like if that was the case, then every time I drive through the hood, I'm getting shot at. Like, if everybody's a fucking killer, they think the shit is cool, and then they end up being the one that gets killed. Because everybody, if you have beef with somebody and that person thinks you're a killer, they're not fighting you. They're going to try to kill you. They're not going to try to fight you. If I got beef with somebody who's a killer, I'm not going to try to fight him. So you don't even have to be a killer. You're on here making music about it. A killer's going to get up with you. It's just how the universe works. That's why you see so many kids getting murdered trying to become rappers. Because yeah, you're right. They're not being true to themselves, bro. So in that sense, I could almost respect Insane Clown Posse because they really are being true to themselves. They're doing what they think is fun, this, that, and third. They're not following these trends like everybody else. I don't listen to their music, but I could respect because they got their own thing going on. So even if I say it's not hip hop culture, that really is a good thing for them. They created their whole own culture over here. I mean, whether I like it or not, I don't like what's going on right now. I'm tired of seeing kids shooting each other. I don't care if you shoot a white kid or a black kid or whatever. I'm tired of seeing kids kill each other. I'm tired of kids that think that murdering somebody is a legitimate way to end the problem. But stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I tell a lie. Because all I see is a bunch of kids brainwashed by murder music that think it's cool to kill each other. That's what I see. I don't see kids listening to hip-hop and becoming better people from it. Back in the day, like I said, we had Aaliyah on the radio. We had Boyz II Men. Now we got Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want my kids listening to that shit, bro, so that means I can't even turn on the radio if they're in a car. Like, you turn on the radio now, and your kids are in a car, then you can drop them off at school, and they're going to be singing about selling pussy and killing people. I mean, that's the reality of it, y'all. But, I mean, what do people think? Am I tripping? Am I over-emotional? Or is this a real problem? Is hip-hop culture promoting murder? Particularly amongst black kids, but, I mean, shit. You come down to Philly, the white kids is on that too now. The white kids be doing drills and all that. Especially going on South Philly, the white kids will get on it with it. They're brainwashed by this shit too. Everybody in the streets is brainwashed now. This shit ain't who they are. They say an image of what they want to be. I think I might go to Atlantic City, dog. I don't know. I want to get out of the area. We can have lighthearted conversations too. I just like to turn up a little bit and talk about some important shit. And sometimes we just be trolling and bidding. The topic other day was, would you fuck a midget or not? So we don't always be on some super serious shit. But I don't know, like this, watching the Carmelo Anthony case, I feel so many different ways about it. I also kind of understand why some people are mad. I personally support him going to prison, but I understand because people are brainwashed. The dude went and pissed on Austin Metcalf's grave, yo. Like, how far does this shit go? The kid pissed on his fucking grave. That's that drill rap music shit. That's the shit that these kids that are in gangs killing each other, they piss on each other's graves. So now y'all gonna go piss on a kid's grave who's like not even a gangster. He got in a situation. Whether you agree with Carmelo, what he did or not, that's not even the topic. Let's move beyond that. Let's just focus on the fact that a motherfucker went and pissed on a kid's grave. Let's just focus on that. And then let's really think about it. If that wasn't a trend to go piss on your op's grave, would that have happened? No. Fuck no. He didn't come up with that idea. Black kids been pissing on each other's graves forever. I don't care what color you are. If you piss on somebody's grave, especially a young man, you're fucking possessed by evil. Straight evil. We're in Delco right now. Yeah, we're in Chichester. Right outside of Chester. It's straight devil worship. Because don't nobody deserve that. No black kid deserves that. No white kid deserves that. You know, the whole thing that's crazy is that if it was a black kid that would have got murdered, nobody would give a fuck. It's like suddenly that it's a white kid, everybody's celebrating or everybody's super mad. Like you're picking one side or the other because it's a skin color shit. In reality, if the media didn't take this thing to the moon, none of us would have even heard about it. Look, we got Chester right down the street. I can't even count right now how many of my friends been murdered right there. There's murders that happen over there that we never hear about. So why are we hearing about a murder that happened all the way in Texas? That don't sound like a little funny to you, that the media is just really like super enthusiastic about this case and none of the other ones? Havertown, no doubt, no doubt. What up, Larry? What up, P? What's up with you, cousin? I just want to put a couple ideas in the air, that's all. I ain't trying to convince anybody. I just want people to think. I just want people to think of things through a different lens sometimes. You see what's really going on, bro. If it was two black kids that got into an issue and one died, the media wouldn't have picked it up and tried to push it. But the media seen an opportunity to break us up even more, make us hate each other, and then make us like loyal voters. It all comes down to voting. No, they love the word. They love fucking calling everybody racist. What up, Blizzake? What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, they love the word racist. And, you know, you gotta be fair. Like, the right wing, because my first thoughts was like, this is the Democrats and the left wing media. But it's really not just that, because they might have started pushing it, but then the right tries to balance it out by going far on their side. And there's like very few of us left in the middle that are seeing this clearly. Like, wow, everybody involved in this, y'all are fucking sick. Whether you're pushing Carmelo's side or Austin's side, if you're pushing one side against the other. And rest in peace to that kid, man. Rest in peace to that kid. What they did, pissed on his grave, is fucking pure evil. Pure evil. I know some bad, like, I've had friends that were bad guys. They were not great guys, but they were my friends. They got murdered. I couldn't even imagine how I would feel if someone pissed on their grave, bro. I would want to kill everybody in the whole fucking city. I can't even imagine if somebody did that to your son. Like, how sick. These kids are possessed by the devil. The kid that pissed on his grave, that's not something he would normally do. He is possessed by the devil, and the devil got into his mind through hip-hop. It ain't hip-hop, it's rap, it's drill, whatever the fuck. That ain't hip-hop. Hip-hop is Mos Def and Talib Kweli. This shit is just fucking pure devil, demonic brainwash. Yeah, they do. They try to force us to choose. They try to force us to choose. We gotta understand that. We gotta understand that, bro. At least if we could be aware. But people, the way they vote and shit like that is based on personality. They don't vote on like policies. They're like, they will vote like, oh, they're racist, so I'm not gonna vote for them. That's not a good reason. Like, maybe the motherfucker is racist, but his policies are gonna be better for you. Well, I don't give a fuck. Everybody's racist at the end of the day. Everybody's got some kind of bias. Everybody's got bias against white people. Everybody's got bias against black people. We all are guilty. I don't give a fuck. Like, we're all guilty. And it's not even American culture. It's like that any country you go. You go to Ireland, they were going to war over Catholics and Protestants. They were all white, and they hated. They found a way to separate each other. That's humans. See, I'm not sure yet, but there was a bunch of videos of people pissing on the grave. But I think one of them was official, and then they started doing like AI videos, kind of to like support it. Even if it's an AI, it's still fucked up. What kind of piece of shit would do that? That's all I'm trying to do, Jonathan. I just want to put some ideas in the air, and one of y'all will probably maybe pick something up and improve my idea, because I feel like none of us have the full picture. I need to give y'all the idea, and then y'all give me back your idea, and then we can form a complete thought. But I don't got all the answers, neither do you. We come together and we'll have a lot more answers. And we need people on the most extreme sides to share their ideas. Also, be willing to talk to each other. Why are you so mad? Why are you so passionate against being against this side, and why is this side so passionately against this side? You know what's crazy is that if you look at the people that are like far right or far left, a lot of times they're like, their anger kind of matches each other, and it fuels each other. But if they sat down and talked about like actual values, what they really want, I bet you they're gonna want the same shit. If we remove politics, what do we all want? We want to be healthy and to have a long, happy life, and we want our moms and dads, everybody to be healthy and happy around us. That's all we all want. We all want the same shit. And if you don't want that for your family, then you're probably just a sociopath, which there's no real helping you at that point. It's so crazy, bro. It's like, and doing that to Austin's grave is just an example of the times where, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's any worse than when a kid goes and pisses on a black kid's grave. I think it's the same. It's just this level of, it's psychopathism, psychopathism, or whatever the fuck. These kids literally became sociopaths and psychopaths. They have completely detached themselves. Oh, that was so close. That motherfucker almost crashed out. These kids literally have become sociopaths. They're completely disconnected from reality now. Like, they don't even want to think about another human being's life. They don't even want to think about the family. They just want to think whatever they got to think to lighten the load and make it not as hard of a weight to bear. Yeah, I mean, Israel, it's not just Israel. I'm not saying it's not them at all either, but there's other foreign entities that fucking hate us. I mean, shit, we got Russia and China. A lot of these places have valid reasons to hate us too. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them do. I mean, yo, you know what's crazy? I was just reading about like the history of China and US when they were at war, and I was comparing it to what China's doing to us right now. China is flooding America with fentanyl right now. It's killing hundreds of thousands of people. Now, what's so crazy about that is China didn't come up with that method. We did. We came up with that method. We were putting opium dens in China. We like flooded China with mad opium and created all these dens where Chinese were just getting strung the fuck out, and it was weakening their culture, their country. And now they're doing it to us. We rewrote the book. We came up with the play. We came up with the fucking play, man. I'm trying to think, man. We might. I'm bored today. I want to go somewhere. Maybe we'll go to Atlantic City. Maybe we'll go to Atlantic City. I got the heat fixed. Just fucking having no. I got the air conditioner fixed. I mean, I was dying in this fucking car, man. Yo, my seat drops down so low. People be thinking I'm 5'2" because my seat's all the way down. I gotta fix the pole. People are selecting the option. It doesn't make sense, bro. We're not even trying. What cities and states we got in here? They try a new poll. There we go. Represent your city, man. Represent your city and your state. We're in Pennsylvania. We're like right outside of Philly. We might go down to AC. Maybe we'll go to Atlantic City.
A payday!
Upstate New York. Shout out upstate, man. What part of upstate are you in? Yeah, I mean, Frank, yeah, it is. But the thing that's fucked up, though, is that they want to be so bad that they're really doing the shit. They want to be a gangster so bad that they're actually going and killing people. But they kill people that don't need to be killed. That to me is not gangster. You're in the fucking way. Like if let's say if I'm a real gangster and I'm really like trying to make money in the streets and shit like that, I don't want someone around me that's just crashing out all the time. You want to keep the violence to a minimum if you're a gangster, because you can't make money like that when the violence happens, that's when the police come. So that's like, sometimes you might have to do what you gotta do in the streets, but bro, like you're not a real gangster if all you got is just shooting people. And I could literally just go shoot that fucking guy over there. Now I'm gonna be a gangster? Look, that guy looks like a little tough guy over there. Maybe I'll just go shoot him. Then I could be a fucking gangster. So yeah, it's like they want to be so bad that they are fucking doing this shit. And that's dangerous. But a lot of them are also telling their story, what they really went through. So, I don't know, man. But there are, you could make the best song in the whole world and put it on YouTube and get no numbers. And then you can make some bogus bullshit about killing people, and a record label's gonna pick you up, put money behind it, push your views up. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying I'm a gangster. I'm giving you a situation. Nah, you right, Frank. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Look, bro, there's a lot of gangsters around here. There's a lot of gangsters around here, bro. I don't think I'm that. But I know plenty of them. I know killers. I know all them people. And not to sound cool, I'm just saying I look at it like it's not a desirable life. Because I see the way these dudes, they'll get money, they got the chain, they look like everything's good, but they be mad depressed when no one's around. They be thinking about killing themselves. Like, this is really the result of that lifestyle a lot of times. Unless you're a complete sociopath, psychopath with no regard for anything. That's the only way you could really be okay with living that kind of life. It's just being totally disconnected, like so much you don't even love your mom. You're right, Frank. You're right, bro. You will find that with God. I mean, the shit about God, people don't really fully understand it. Like, the Bible is guidelines how to be a better person. You don't have to believe all the stories, but you're connecting your mind to that universal spirit that we want to be a part of. When you get disconnected from the spirit, that's when people have anxiety. That's when people are depressed, because they're not tapped in with the universe around. So they don't have no purpose. They don't know how to act in situations. They feel anxiety because they're not fully tapped in. Man, you get your belief system from somewhere more powerful than other men. A lot of these kids, they get their belief system from gangsterism, from music, for real, from streamers. Like, a lot of these streamers ain't shit either. The streamers, a lot of them is fucking weirdos, and then the kids look up to them too. And some of the streamers is thorough too, but there's some streamers out there that are fucking creeps, weirdos. Big time. Big time. There's a couple streamers that I fuck with, but no, for real, like, the streamers that I fuck with, I don't really look at them as streamers. You know what I mean? The streamers, yeah, they're nerds, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And some of them, I don't even know how they get on my algorithm. Like the bull Neon, yo, I don't like his content. I don't want to see his content. The bull just like on some, he looks like a cuck. He be buying bitches bags and they don't even want them. Bro, when I see a Neon video, I click, don't show me this channel. I click not interested. And then it keeps feeding me videos of Neon. How is that possible? It won't even put me in your algorithm at all. You could like all my videos and still won't put me in your algorithm. It'll give you Neon, who you're not even trying to listen to this bull. You know what I'm saying? Frank, like, come on, bro. Who's behind him? Somebody's putting a bag, like his dad must be a big executive or something. There's no way they're gonna keep recommending Neon to me. Like they're really trying to force him down my pause. But I'm just saying, like, there's no way it's legit, bro. I don't want to see that man's videos. I don't give a fuck. Bro is weird. I don't even think he has like a genuine fan base. I've never heard anybody say like that they're a Neon fan. Yeah, Neon, I love your content. You fucking changed my life. I've never heard anybody say that. Yeah. Exactly. They don't got to worry about Neon saying something that might inspire somebody. They don't want people to be inspired. They want everybody focused on getting the best looking girl, or women getting the best looking, the women always gotta be 6 foot, 6 figures, all this bullshit. Whole time, those same women, actually you could scoop them and not have any of those things, but they just like repeat it because they're brainwashed. The women will fuck with you and you don't got 6 figures, bro. I'm telling you, like, I don't got 6 figures and women like it. I say that on some humble shit. I'm just saying, a lot of times they don't know what they want until they see it. But we're so programmed to think they want one thing and so are they. So like it's like fucking our relationships up with them too. Yeah. I mean for real, yeah, the rappers are, a lot of them are dorks. They think they're gangster because they killed a couple people. They all think that, oh, he killed a bunch of people, so he's a real killer or whatever. Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Yeah, we hear it all the fucking time. I don't care if you killed somebody. I know a lot of people that got killed. I don't think the person that killed them is cool. A lot of times, most times, the person that killed them was too pussy to handle their business. And it'll be people that's disrespectful. They start the shit, but they can't handle that boy that they disrespected, so then they just kill them. Motherfuckers will kill you because they owe you money and don't want to pay you back. I've actually seen that happen to people. You think that bull's a gangster? He owes you money and he comes kills you so he don't have to pay you back. And I bet you if he rapped about it, these kids would be like, oh yeah, he's a real shooter. No, he's a fucking scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Check for what? For I? Oh, check for I. Yeah, I don't even know what he meant by that. Y'all need to chill out. I mean, that's what I call a low value comment. That's what I call a low value comment. Nothing productive, no. Like if he didn't make that comment, it would have had the same impact, which was no impact at all. Real rap. Yo. Yeah, that's when he jumped in. Y'all need to chill talking about Neon. His content changed my life. I was about to blow my head off, and then Neon, I watched him getting cucked out and shit on, and now I'm free. Now I'm free from watching this bitch ass motherfucker get played by women. I don't know, man, the whole streamer shit, and then you got all these dudes that are like becoming boxers, like like people trying to revive their careers through streaming. To me, that takes away from like their legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine Floyd Mayweather, or imagine them like becoming streamers and doing all this dumb shit, like getting drunk around women and just looking like scumbags. Yeah, I love Jesus Christ. I love Jesus Christ. But I respect anybody that's trying to walk in the light of the Lord. Whatever you want to call them, bro. If you're trying to be a better person, you read books that guide you that way, like the Bible does, I respect it, bro. I got a lot of homies that are Muslim. We live in the Philadelphia area. Half the motherfucking whole area is Muslim. We grew up like that, so I never really like a lot of the shit that's being pushed about anti-Islam. I'm a Christian. I never like, if some of the most sturdy people I know was Muslim. The ones, they pray 5 times a day. They're more committed to God than I was. Those be the type of bulls that inspired me. I had a Muslim dude, I had cellmates that were Muslim, and me and them would sit up all night talking about God. We didn't even say his name because We didn't want to like separate each other, you know? Have I ever listened to Soap and Skin? Nah, what's that? What's that, Swamp? But I mean, it's at least I'll speak on like the black Muslims from our area, like the real, you know, imams and people that's really sturdy, got good wisdom. Nah, Iman, that's cap, man. That's a misconception, bro. No, Christians, Jesus Christ told us we could fuck some shit up. You know how Islam was started? Because angels went and visited Muhammad and they whooped his motherfucking ass. This is Muhammad's account. Angels came and visited him, beat the fuck out of him. Then it said afterwards, the next day, he couldn't walk. So I don't know what they did to that man. But the angels went and seen him, fucked him up, and then he couldn't walk. And then he came up with Islam. So, and then it says in the Bible that mercy for the guilty is punishment for the innocent. Mercy for the guilty is punishment for the innocent. That's in the Bible. They're not telling you. Look, the Bible says, though, you can fight. Just make sure you're right. Make sure you're right when you stand on something. You know, the Bible doesn't want you to crash out and start fucking killing everybody. But the Bible says stand on business for what's right. And the Quran says the same thing, but you got the radicals that go totally off to the right. It says in the Bible, mercy for the guilty is innocent for the weak. That's what it says. So no, Muhammad said they were angels. Muhammad said they were angels, bro. That's what it says in the Quran. You don't gotta be pussy because you believe in Jesus. It's a misconception they put out there to kill Christianity and turn people away from it. And a lot of the Christians that are out here preaching the word make it sound pussy. You're not going to get that from me. I don't think I'm a tough guy or anything like that. I'm just saying being Christian doesn't mean you have to be a bitch. That's one of the things I don't like about Christianity is that you got the people that are out on the streets preaching the word, basically making it sound like you got to be a pussy if you believe in Jesus. No, you don't. You can stand on business. Just make sure you're right. Yeah, no, that's a fact, Frank. That's a fact. Yeah, we don't want to like kill everybody and force our way on you. But when you force your way on us, we can handle that. If you're forcing, you're trying to take over, conquer our shit, we can handle that. It says it in the Bible again. Innocent for the guilty, or mercy for the guilty is punishment for the innocent. That means that if one of them hurts one of us and we allow them to get away with it, we're punishing the person they hurt. We're punishing ours. If we allow them to hurt them, have mercy on them. The Bible literally told us that, man. We do not have to be soft. But obviously we're not out here trying to take over people's shit and force our shit on people. But when I had a cellie I had multiple cellies that were Muslim. I'm trying to tell you that our values are the same, bro. When you're locked up, you can't be a pussy just because you're Christian. You still got to stand on business like everybody else. We don't need to. What do you mean? Anything you want can justify. Well, y'all might have to reword a few of those. So Iman, I'm assuming you're Muslim, right? Because of your name. Respectfully, though. Exactly, Frank. Yeah, Frank. I'm saying the abolitionists were Christians. The people that literally went and killed slave masters to free the blacks were Christians. Do they sound like they were non-violent? No, they strapped up and they went and killed people to free blacks. Does that sound like they were pussy or they were turning the other cheek? No, they went and handled business because it was the right thing to do. Christians are allowed to do that. We can't come and hurt you for no fucking reason. But mercy for the guilty is innocent is punishment for the innocent. Nah, Iman, I just think you're probably a pussy. That's why you think that. That's most likely is that you think like a pussy. That's really, it sounds like that's what that is. I mean, just to me, it sounds like you just think like a pussy. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But the Bible never told me to be a pussy. Jesus Christ never told me to be a pussy. Yeah, but peanut butter, you can't blame anybody because the school don't teach them that. When you sit down in school and learn history, it teaches black people they were slaves and it teaches the white people that they were slave masters. So now we got this guilt, like we come from fucking slave. Whole time, I'm not even knowing my family came from Ireland. My great-grandmother was a servant when we looked into our history. So if it wasn't for servitude, I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all. But we didn't know that. They teach us that the blacks are slaves and the whites owned them. So right when you're little kids, they put that divide in the middle. So it's like, yeah, they don't know about abolitionists because people don't fucking tell them about it. If you gotta call me a name or something, I'm not responding to you. You could talk to me like a man, otherwise I ain't responding. Yeah, I mean, Islam wouldn't exist without Jesus. Like, you can't, there's no way you could be Muslim without believing that Jesus existed. We don't believe any of their shit. They believe in our shit, though. But I still respect the Muslim that's living, trying to be a good person. And what me and my cellie came to the conclusion was that he's Muslim, I'm Christian, but we both stand on the same values. We don't like the freaky gay shit. I don't care about someone being gay, but all this shit they pushing into school, we don't like that shit. We want our freedom. We want to be able to protect ourselves. We want our families to be safe. We want the same shit, bro. It's these it's the radical ones that make those Muslims look bad, and then it's the radical Christians that make Christianity sound like it's pussy. Or it's like, I don't know. Nah, yeah, Golf, you're a bitch ass motherfucker. I don't respond to those type of people. You wouldn't call me a crackhead in real life. So if you're gonna do it on the internet, I'm not gonna respond to you. But I just think it's important for everybody to understand the 7 deadly sins and the 10 commandments. But the 7 deadly sins are crucial to know, so you know when you're out of pocket. There's things that we don't even consider we're sinning, but we are, and it's even just not to go to heaven. But when you sin, it fucks your life up. What if you become consumed with lust? What if you got a crush on some girl at work or at school, and you become so obsessed with it, and then she rejects you, and now it just fucks your whole shit up? That's lust. All men have been and had some crush on a girl sometime, got rejected, and it hurt. We got cheated on or something. She was acting out of lust and fucked our head up, and we were consumed with lust so much that we couldn't move on from her because we weren't solid with ourselves and our own beliefs. Golf, it's time for you to go, homie. Golf gotta go, man. You can't talk like a man. You talk like a little bitch. So fuck on. I don't talk to pussies. Well, the Jewish, I mean, Jesus gave the Jews a chance to redeem themselves, and they turned them away. So the Jews are not the chosen ones. The Jews were supposed to be the chosen ones, and they turned their back on Jesus because they couldn't abide by the 7 deadly sins. They wanted to live a life of sin. So the chosen ones are the ones that are willing to live by the rules that are in the Bible. You don't got to believe all the stories in the Bible. You don't. But at least if you can understand the guidelines of how to be a good, productive person, I think you'll be all right. So, but look, these radical Muslims are totally out of pocket. I don't even want them in America. We see what they did in Europe. They're fucking scumbags. There are Muslims that truly are just trying to elevate and be better people. And I fuck with them. But we have, in my area, we have a lot of black Muslims, a lot of Latino Muslims, and they are not trying to take nobody's shit. They're not trying to hurt nobody. They're trying to provide for their family, bro. They want the same things we want. So we could argue about whose religion is better or this, that, and the third. That ain't gonna help us. It's just gonna make you resentful towards this other group, and then we're all gonna be separated. Which is really how they control us. You want to talk about the Jews created the Bible to separate us? No. They didn't create the Bible. The Jews were rejected by Jesus because they wanted to live a life of sin. Yeah, but if the Jews believed in Jesus and they followed Jesus, then they were part of the chosen ones. They're not Jews. They left Judaism. I just think that there's better ways to approach that conversation. I think that it's more productive if we try to find out where we agree. Because we're always just trying to find out how we disagree. It's not gonna help anybody. So, okay, the Muslims are this way, the Jews are that way. Who gives a fuck? Like, we're all human beings, and we all want the same shit at the end of the day. But how can we accomplish that together? Because we're not gonna, like, erase Islam. They're not gonna erase Christianity. We're not gonna erase Judaism. We can only figure out how we could make this shit work together. Find some kind of common ground where we could agree. First of all, y'all motherfuckers from the Middle East is not coming over here taking shit over. You're not gonna force us all to be Islamic. That's not gonna happen. But you got your little space over here where you can practice how you want. Just keep that shit to you. Like, don't force us to be like you. And I can respect it. Yeah, Jonathan, bro, exactly. Like, it's a small percentage that are radical, but those are the loudest ones. And obviously these radical Muslims are really fucking dangerous, so they stand out more than anybody. Yeah, peanut butter. I mean, we just let in too many immigrants, bro. At the end of the day, like, black people and white people still haven't sorted out their beef. Why the fuck are we bringing in all these other people that are just making it more complicated? We really should be worried about each other. We're worried about everybody else in the world. We're worried about the Jews and all this bullshit. The Jews can only do so much, bro. If we could stay open-minded and conscious, the Jews can't really do that much. I mean, they could brainwash us and they could promote the murder music and all that. But if we raise our consciousness beyond that, they won't be able to do shit. At least they won't be able to play with your mind. And that's the real battle we're facing. We're finally waking up and realizing this is a battle of the mind and the spirit. The Bible will help you get connected to that universal spirit. And to me, in the visions that I've seen, is that it's just one big, never-ending circle. And if we could learn to be in harmony with that circle, that means we can live in harmony with all of each other. You can live in harmony with Muslims and Jews. If we can all live in harmony together, we're going to transcend. But if you can't live in harmony, you're going to be stuck on earth, and that's hell. You're going to be stuck on earth, but nobody's going to be able to see you. You're going to be invisible. They can't hear you. They can't see you. You're just going to have to watch people go on with their lives. And it's going to be painful. But if you could be connected and live in harmony with everybody, you're gonna transcend. You're gonna be all right. And the Bible gives you the guidelines of how to do that. Now the one somebody just drove past doing some weird shit. Yeah, no, Craig, exactly. Like it's so easy to fucking split us up. And yo, what was the other comment? Somebody said something. Yeah, so my main problem right now is that all these people from the Middle East are coming over, and they give them grants, and they give them training courses how to start businesses. That's why Indians and Middle Eastern people own every gas station, every smoke shop. They own everything because they move here, and our government gives them micro grants, federal grants, state grants, and helps them start businesses. They give them access to our tax money that we don't get access to. You can move here from Yemen, and they give you money, and they give you training courses how to start a business. These, we got this misconception that these are family businesses. Like, you go to a smoke shop, and the only way they got it was because the family put their money together and came here. No, they're not even family businesses. Go to one of these smoke shops. They're not family businesses, but they only hire people from the Middle East. Some of them are cool, but even if they're cool, they still don't give a fuck about us. They come over and use our tax money to feed themselves and hire their people. These are not family businesses. So we got to understand that too. The government is selling us out to people that to be more loyal voters to them. And that's the agenda. That's the agenda, Craig, is to maintain voters so they'll win every single election and essentially have an oligarchy. The Democrats are trying. The Democrats want an oligarchy where a majority rules, and if they flood America with immigrants who only support them, the majority rules. So then we'll actually, when they say we're fighting for democracy, they are. The Democrats are fighting for democracy. In a pure democracy, we don't need elections. Look it up. Elections are not a requirement of democracy. Constitutional republic, you have elections. But the Democrats want pure democracy, so elections don't matter. Look what they're doing in LA. They're blatantly rigging that election over there. So the Democrats want to create an oligarchy. And there's people on the right that are not innocent, but for the most part, the right is trying to protect fair elections. Look at LA. The elections in LA are so fucking crooked. It is disgusting. I was never like this. I was never like Democrat, Republican bull, but actually I was always a Democrat, dude. Yup. Exactly, Jonathan. Bluegrass. They want illegal immigrants because they know that they're going to vote for them unconditionally. If we flood the country with 10 million illegal immigrants, who's going to fight to legalize them? The Democrats. Who's going to try to deport them? The Republicans. So obviously, who are they going to vote for? The Democrats. You bring 10 million of those motherfuckers in, you legalize all of them. You just added 10 million people to your voter base that will never vote for anyone else. Yeah, I read what you said, you dumb motherfucker. Fuck is you calling me stupid for, bitch? I'm agreeing with you, you dumbass piece of shit. Yo, you motherfuckers need to calm down with the name calling, man. Don't talk online in a way that you wouldn't talk in real life. The way you would talk to me in real life, talk that way online. Or I can't respect it, bro. Like, nobody talks like that in real life. Nobody, calls people dumbasses and crackheads in real life when they're having conversations. Because they know better. I'm not even just saying to me, I don't talk like that to other people. Even if I disagree with them, I don't, nah. I've never seen it. They don't talk to me like that. And sorry, the turkeys is out today, man. Shorty's got the booty hanging out. I'm trying to maintain my godly values, but they gotta put the ass away, bro. I swear to God, these Jones gotta put the ass away, man. They're making me sin just by looking at it. Yeah, they need to take their visas away. They need to get rid of their bitch asses, man. Fuck them. If they don't care about us, you think they just come over and live off our tax money and get all these grants we don't get? So you think these illegal immigrants, they don't give a fuck about us? Half of them like hate Americans, bro. So I don't feel bad when they get deported. We still got people that are fucking, I live in a nice place. No, I live in a place where if you disrespect people, you get shot. That's why people don't talk like that. You must live in a nice place where you could just call people names and say whatever you want. I don't live in a place like that. People are serious over here. We respect each other. And that's a good thing. You shouldn't feel comfortable with just like talking to people however you want. Again, I'm not trying to be tough. I'm just telling people where I live, people just don't do that. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Bluegrass. You get punished though. Just know that comes with a price. You could talk to me like that in real life, but there is consequences to your actions. And the crazy thing, Bluegrass, is that I agree with you, so I don't even know why you're being disrespectful. It don't even make sense. Bro, what is wrong with you? Yo, Bluegrass, for real, what's wrong with you, man? Tighten up, bro. Tighten up, Bluegrass. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Exactly, bro. They don't give a fuck. Bro, the whole world was laughing at Biden like crazy. Like nobody respected that dude. I can't believe they... Yo, did you see Hunter Biden wants to run for president? Or no, Gavin Newsom wants to run for president with Hunter Biden as his VP. That would be crazy. Bluegrass, I'm confused about what? Because I agreed with everything you said, so it sounds more like you're confused and lonely. I mean, at least if you got some cheeks once in a while, you'd be a little bit more, you know? You just got, every once in a while, you got to get them one of these, dog. And then you come on here and you'll act right. Don't be mad at me, because I be... Man, Gavin Newsom loves taking tax money. You hear about Gavin Newsom, he made some law. Yo, Bluegrass, just say your point, bro. You keep saying worthless shit. Okay, tell me what you said. Tell me where you disagree with. You just keep saying bullshit. Yo, Bluegrass makes no fucking sense. Yeah, Bluegrass needs to go to the Leering Center, dog. Yo, listen to this shit. Gavin Newsom made a bill to raise minimum wage for all fast food restaurants, except for fast food restaurants that run bakeries. His biggest billionaire donor, I forget his name, owns like 30-something Panera bakeries. He raised minimum wage for every fast food except for bakeries. His biggest billionaire donor owns like 35 bakeries. Nobody gives a fuck. This was like years ago. Nobody even talks about it. Bluegrass music is supposed to be like wholesome and fun. And you just over there mad. What is it that you disagree with? Just say it, bro. I ask you why you disagree and you're like, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, well, how am I an idiot? What do you disagree with? You're stupid. You're a dummy. Yo, Bluegrass, Mommy said the pizza rolls are ready, bitch. Mommy said the Dino Bites are ready, so go get your fucking Dino Nuggets. Leave the basement.
Mommy got you some cream soda and some Tostino's pizza bites.
Bitch, fuck is you talking about? Damn, I just broke my cigarette. So you got me all fired up, Bluegrass. You got me all fired up. Yeah, Chris, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is so crazy that nobody even cares. Nobody cares. This dude donates millions to Gavin Newsom, and Gavin Newsom just gives us him this obvious layup. But nobody could check him because I guess the federal government can only step in so much. Like, if it falls in the lines of Geneva Convention, he said Hot Pockets are ready. Pepperoni, your favorite, Bluegrass. Hey, Bluegrass, the French, your mommy said French toast is ready. Yummy. That's what I'm saying. If you disagree, but Chris, you know what's so crazy is that Bluegrass said something, and I agreed with him. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. And then his response was like, you're a fucking idiot. What? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, the AIPAC money gotta go, bro. I support Trump on a lot of shit, but nah, the AIPAC money gotta go, dog. What up, Chia? Oh, Cheap. No fault. What up, Cheap? We just talking shit, bro. We just talking shit. Yeah, I think we might just drive the AC because I'm bored. We might as well take a ride, y'all. Bro, this intersection right here is crazy. It's always like traffic jams and shit. And people be shooting. Dude, there's like mad shootings because of traffic. Little traffic infringements over here. It's just, people are fucking crazy. Yeah, Jim, you know what? Matter of fact, I keep bullshitting, but I got some crazy shit. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fall back tomorrow and post it all. Yeah, I got some crazy orb shit, bro. Wait, oh, you were here the other night when the drone went up in the sky, right? That shit went straight. I think that was you that was in here. I'm in PA. We're like right outside of Philly. We're in the Chester area. Yeah, we might just go to AC and just walk around, drive around the neighborhood. I don't got shit else to do. Oh, okay, Cheap. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna post some shit tomorrow then for y'all. Well, I got some wild shit, bro. The shit looked like portals opening up in the sky. Then there was this other drone, and I think Jim was in the room the other night. Yeah, Jim was in the room. So we watched this drone. It was just like floating completely still. I'm thinking maybe it's a planet, maybe it's a star. And then it just starts going up in the sky. It was sitting still for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then it just goes straight up in the sky. And Jim saw it. I hate Kensington, bro. Just depressing. I don't really like going through there like that. I know it's crazy content, but there's so many people that do it. It is crazy though. You just see, I went through the joint in Wilmington. Wilmington got a whole like Skid Row Kensington section. That's on the page. Kensington's on the page too though. I went to Kensington a bunch of times. But yeah, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation. OT, I doubt he still lives down there. He's got some money. He better not. But he definitely was down there. He definitely was. I mean, he's around some official guys, so if they stamped him, he got that. I know he's from Massachusetts or something though, but the Bulls up at Kensington, they're pretty sturdy. Like the Soup Kitchen Bulls, I heard they're pretty official, so if they stamped him, he got the stamp. No, but he did live down there for real. He lived down there for a minute. I think he stayed in a halfway house down there or something. Yeah, Jim, I I'm not even saying it was an alien. I think it's more possible that that is some kind of technology we got. When we zoom in on it, it's just like a ball of energy. It wasn't no like solid craft. It kept flickering colors and shit. I think it probably could just be our technology. Yeah, Jesus, the gambling scene in Philly and PA killed Atlantic City for real. I ain't gonna lie. But I still go down there and go to the casino sometimes just because it's fun. Like, I fuck with AC still. But man, AC's always been pretty rough though. Yeah, Chief, that's exactly what he did. He got locked up in Delaware. I think it was in Gander Hill. That the jail in Delaware that he went to is bad too. That's a bad jail. So if you came out of that jail, you're not pussy. I mean, if you did a good bid and have respect in there, yeah, you're not pussy. The Delaware jails are bad. I beat my case. I was supposed to go to Gander Hill for 2 years, and I was scared. I started taking boxing lessons and shit. I'm like, man, if they send me up there, it's gonna be lit. I started taking boxing classes. I ain't gonna lie. But it was good that I learned it anyway. So just it gives you some confidence when you know how to fight a little bit. I still ain't trying to get in fights, but worst case scenario. You talking about the bull King Frank? I don't know how I feel. I don't like, and I don't want to judge him because I don't know him. But I really don't like if someone says King Frank, it just sounds like so much ego to me. If you going out helping people, I feel like I wouldn't even want to put that on camera. If I go help people, I gave blankets to some people over in Wilmington, but it's not on the page. I just wanted to help people. I gave a one bullet jacket. I really normally shouldn't even talk about it either, because that's how you know you're really helping somebody. You're doing it for the right reason. But some bulls, like, I feel like, again, I don't know Frank, so I don't want to put him in that box, but it does seem like he does a lot of that shit. Like, look at me, I'm a great guy. He's getting views off it. Doesn't seem like it's like totally genuine. But I could be wrong, so. But I don't know, I just get that kind of energy. You seen the boy that was just walking around with the AR on his shoulder? The PA in the building? Bro's name is PA in the building and he's from Delaware. That was a weird joke. Yeah, you're right, Jim. No, that's a fact, bro. There's been all these people. I like going live when I go out into those remote places where the orbs are at, because there's been people, like a lot of people going missing in state parks. Have y'all heard about the scientists that are going missing? It's like scientists that work on like jet propulsion and all type of technology are going missing. Like NASA scientists. 2 of the scientists that went missing worked at the same spot. I think they were with NASA or one of them shits. That shit is weird, bro. Right when Trump announced he was going to release the UFO files, all these scientists started disappearing. Some of them, there was a few of them that left the house with no phone, no ID. They left everything at the house, and all they left with was a gun. So part of me wonders, like, maybe they had something planned out, like they had to get out of there, so they left their phone and all that shit. And then the wallet, low key, they could track you with your debit card, that little chip, they could ping that chip from cell phone towers. So you go and you leave without your phone, but they could ping your debit card or your credit card. Yeah, it's deep. They could scan, you walk into a store, if they got the right technology, they could scan your phone. They can fucking read YouTube comments you leave. Like, some of these people in the smoke shops too. They're going to a smoke shop and they have some type of radar that scans your shit. I know that sounds crazy, but it'll end up coming out. Gas prices are, yeah, they're like 4 something. I usually go to Delaware because it's like 4 even. Up here it's been like, let me see. It's 409, gas station across the street. Yeah, nuclear scientists, bro. You're right. It could be foreign, or it could be because Trump said they were releasing these files. It could possibly be Trump and our government, because you got him working on it, you got Tim Burchett working on it, you got Paulina Luna that are in the Trump admin or allies of his. I'm wondering if they have something set up, like leave your phone at home, we gotta get you out of here before we drop the UFO files. So I'm wondering maybe, because some of them were found dead, so I'm wondering if the powers that be went and started killing the scientists, and then Trump or whoever was like, we gotta save them. We gotta save the ones that still got information. So leave your phone at home, leave your credit cards, just bring your gun, and we'll meet you here. Maybe they texted them through Signal or some kind of encrypted messaging service. Oh, you're saying gas prices in Kentucky? I mean, shit, I don't know. I'm about to drive to Jersey now. We might fuck around and be on here all day. Cause I don't got shit to do. I don't got shit to do, and I can't sit inside. I go crazy if I sit in the house too long. Let's just go to AC. Why not? I'm just gonna pull the map up. It's gonna disconnect the live, so just hang on like 2 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna take y'all to the craziest spot. There's a spot in AC. It's like all these abandoned hotels and shit. We'll check that out. Might as well cheap fucking we slide. Northeast, we were in the Northeast. We went live in the Northeast not too long ago. Northeast has gotten crazy, man. Indonesia, Gavin Gruesome. That's a good one. Indonesia, shout out Indonesia, man. Thank you for joining me. That's dope. Where in Indonesia? You're like out in the jungle, you're in the city. I heard that's a beautiful country. I went to Thailand. I stayed in Bangkok for like a couple weeks. We stayed in Pattaya for a couple days. We went to Chiang Mai for a couple days. I love that whole Southeast Asia thing. My favorite place in the world. For real. The people there are so much more friendly. I remember when we came back, we took that flight home back to Philly. And as soon as we got off the flight, everybody looks depressed and angry. Like, fuck, man, I wish I could have just stayed in Thailand. People would be in Thailand living poor as shit, big smile on their face, being friendly. You come here, man, motherfuckers just be angry all the time, depressed. Yeah, no doubt, Jim. Yeah, just check in. I think I'll probably be on all day for real. Oh, New England, you meant the Northeast there. I've been to, let me think. I got family in Boston. I'm Irish, so we got some family in Boston. Normally I would have taken that late, but there's a cop right there. I got family in Boston. Where else did I go? Maine, Vermont. I've been to all those states with my family. It's beautiful out there, though. We stayed at this spot in Maine. It was like in the woods, and it ended right on the beach. And the beaches up there, like all like pebble beaches, and the water is like ice cool. But because it's all like rocks, the water is completely clear. And they got lobsters in there, mussels, and you could just go in there and pull mussels out of the water. So we went in there. My girl knows that her dad owns a restaurant. She cooks like motherfucker. We went in there, pulled mussels right out of the water. Cook them shits up, man. That was the best seafood I ever had. You can't just go get the lobsters, though. You need some kind of permit or something. you just scoop up a bunch of them, throw them right in the pot. Come on, mama. Yeah, McDonald's with the $20 an hour at McDonald's is crazy. That's why everything's so expensive in Cali. If you raise the rates for minimum wage, then they gotta raise the rates on the food. Because you know these corporations are not gonna. They want as much profit as possible. They're not gonna cut no breaks. If you raise the minimum wage, companies are gonna raise the prices, even if they don't need to. They could afford that $20 an hour. Don't get it twisted. McDonald's has the money to pay their employees that much, but they'll never do it. And if they do, they're gonna raise the price of everything. Really greedy ass motherfuckers. That's what it is. Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, the fish sandwich was good. I'll still slide through McDonald's once in a while. We got the $5 deal out here. I don't know if y'all got it. $5, you get 4 nuggets, a McChicken or a McDouble, fries, and a drink. $5. But it's not on the menu. You gotta ask for it. So you be like, I want the $5 McChicken meal or the $6 McDouble meal. That's all. I'll stop at McDonald's for that if I'm like real fucked up in the game. That shit'll keep you alive. I ain't gonna lie. Fucking ramen noodles at McDonald's kept me alive for through some hard times, bro. Even if the nuggets are like baby meat, I mean, just don't tell me that you made them with babies, and I guess I'll just block it out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I might miss some of your guys' comments just because I'm keeping my eye on the road. If I don't see a comment, you can post it again and shit. And sometimes I'm gonna have to skip a comment or two. SSI, I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. $5, man. What are you getting with $5 though? Cause you gotta buy the meat alone. If you get the chicken and shit, the only way I can see you eating off of $5 is if like noodles. I be hooking the noodles up though, bro. I'll put, man, I go crazy with the noodles. You would never even know what it is. I'll make it taste like pho. You ever have pho? Or pho? South Florida in the building. Shout out South Florida. What part of South Florida you from? Yeah, it's hot down here too. It's about up here. I used to live in West Palm Beach. I lived in West Palm for like 7 years. Love Florida. If I had the bread to leave Pennsylvania, I'd probably go to Florida. Barstow, California. Shout out Barstow. Damn, we got people from all sides of the country. That's dope. I got that fucking City Girl song stuck in my head. It's just annoying. The traffic on 95 Chester is so bad. Always bad. Never good. As soon as you leave Chester, the traffic opens wide up. right there at Highland Gardens, trenches. Trench. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Yeah, I get on here as much as I can, bro. So yeah, pull up anytime, man. We got a solid little crew of people that pull up too, man. We got some hitters. Yeah, we're in PA. Peace and love, you know that. We're headed to AC right now, Atlantic City. We probably got a good 90-minute drive, so y'all can hop in, hop out, pull back up later. But we'll be on the road for a little bit. I'm gonna show, once we get to AC though, I'm gonna show you a crazy ass spot. So we'll probably be there an hour and a half. I'm gonna show y'all some wild shit. They just got this strip with like the grimiest hotels you've ever seen. Hotels and motels. The grimiest joints you've ever seen. But yeah, I'm gonna miss some comments up here just so y'all know. I'm not skipping your comments. I do try to read every one. I appreciate the sub for sure. Appreciate it. Drove back from Atlantic City. It was nighttime, so there were no cars on the road. It was me and like 5 other cars all coming from AC going to Philly. Bro, all of us were doing 100 miles an hour. I even showed a speedometer. There was 5 of us all in one group, all cooking 100 miles an hour the whole way back to Philly. Bro, we got back to Philly in like an hour. That's like an hour and a half drive. That was crazy. Shout out to them. That was lit. I would have liked to meet them. That would have been. We could have started a little car club, man. We were cooking. I'm gonna calm down today. Sometimes I be swimming through traffic all crazy. Yo, watch my video on Allentown, like the drive up to Allentown, bro. I was cooking. I was hitting the shoulder and shit. I was going crazy. And I was racing this dude in the Charger with my fucking little Honda. And I smoked him. That V6 works. Don't get it fucked up. The V6 works. Low key. Like once you hit second, third gear, you feel that jump kick. Let me slow down. See, this is where the boys be at. When you're on the bridge, you can cook. Right here, they be on your nuts, though. NJPD, New Jersey Pricks and Dicks. Jessica, what's up, girl? Oh, we got Frederick, Maryland in the building. Where's Frederick at? West Deptford. Oh, what's up, Ellen? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get all your comments though. Helen, were you on that live? No, I think it was before you found my page. The ride back from AC and the ride to Allentown was wild. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get like this boost of adrenaline and I drive crazy. I'm a good driver though, so knock on wood. That's when you crash, when you start getting cocky. Yeah, Jim, no, facts, bro. Facts. That's why I like going live when I do it. So, because if I would have just tried to tell you guys what we saw, nobody would believe it. It's like people can't believe it. Helen, matter of fact, Helen was on here. She seen some orbs with me too. She seen some shit. Okay. Good. You got out of work. Now you get to chill. hot as fuck out here. I got my air conditioning fixed today. So my phone is, I don't think my phone's gonna overheat. Hopefully not. Keep it cold in here. Yeah, my AC's been broke like all year, but it didn't really matter in the winter times. My heat worked. Man, that sun started kicking, bro. I'm on a live stream sweating my dick off, looking like shit. Face sunken in because I'm just here sitting here sweating. And people would be like, oh, you're on meth. I'm like, well, I could kind of see why you would think that. I do look like I'm on meth a little bit. Yeah, Helen. Christopher, we just pulled. We're in Jersey right now. We just left PA though. Same area. Yeah, Helen, I seen it on the news too. And some of them shits looked like the Johns I recorded. The ones on the news looked like they were like red or something though. Like, but the ones we seen changed colors and shit. And once those two Johns that like fell back behind the trees, bro. People are trying to tell us those are planets. I don't know. They were right though. I looked up Venus and Jupiter, and I'm gonna be honest. The pictures definitely like lined up. It looked like exactly the same. But I don't know. Like we zoomed in on it, and it's like flickering red and blue and purple. I don't see how a planet does that. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like they say it's a planet just to like so we don't think it's. I don't know. That shit did not look like no fucking planets, in my opinion. But I could be wrong too. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy now that I seen that shit. I be thinking everything's a fucking UFO. I gotta keep myself in check. Sometimes it'll be a plane, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a visitor. And then it gets close, and I'm like, oh no, that's a plane. The planes make loud noises. The orbs you can't hear them. The planes you gotta hear them. Damn, that's a nice little walk. How the fuck did you end up walking on this shit? Yeah, Helen. No, exactly. And then the way they went back behind the trees, the one disappeared, and then the other one went back behind the trees. The ones we saw in Jersey too. Both of them shits were crazy. That's dope that you were here for both of those. And later on that night, Jim was in the chat with me, and we saw more shit. We seen one of them shits went straight up in the sky. I think it should be a short. I think I clipped it, but if I didn't, I'm going to. I'm gonna post all of the like highlights. Just I know people don't got the patience to sit there for 3 hours. Plasma orbs, yeah, it's definitely they were not solid crafts. It was absolutely some type of energy or some shit. Yeah, that wasn't just like a regular fucking craft. That was like a ball of energy. And then when you zoom in on it, you see like, it looks like a force field coming out of it. You remember that part of it? It's like when you zoom in on it, you can see some type of energy emitting out of it. I mean, if that's just like some type of planet, then how are we seeing all this smoke coming out of it? Like, come on. Yeah, nah, Jim, I'm saying, bro, I see a lot of YouTubers that they'll be playing like they'll be on live like this, but they'll just be showing like some recorded shit from someone else's channel, and they'll be talking over it, trying to act like they're there watching it, and it's cat. Plus, like, and you know how you can find out they're bullshitting if you tell them to turn the camera around and look at you. If you say turn the camera around so we can see it's a scam, and they won't show their face. Me, you know, I'll show my face and prove that I'm sitting here watching this shit, so you know it's valid. Like I ain't never gonna. One thing, bro, you'll never see me do bullshit to go viral. I'd rather take like the long hard way, like slow grind. I feel like that's how you have longevity. feel like the people that just be trying to blow up and go viral off some nut ass shit not gonna have no real longevity in their career. Because then you have to keep chasing that viral moment. But if you got people that genuinely fuck with you and shit, that's like a whole nother. I would honestly, I would rather make less money, but be able to keep getting that money over time, as opposed to like, bam, one video gets you $1 million. Now you're just chasing that forever. Now it's like, oh, how can I do something crazier and more shocking? Then motherfuckers start compromising and doing nut ass shit that's like out of character. I'm trying to avoid that. Flint, Michigan in the building. Sturdy. Flint, Michigan in the building, man. Yeah, Helen, I mean, yeah, something's happening. Something's happening, and people are going fucking crazy too. That's the other thing. It's like a lot of people are, like we were talking about earlier, becoming total sociopaths. Like with the killing and with like the sexual promiscuousness. All this shit is like abnormal. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've always had like people that are sexual degenerates, but it is being pushed at like an all-time high rate right now. And then the killing and all this shit's being glorified. It's like, you know, in the end times, right is wrong and wrong is right. Now they're trying to tell us men can be a woman and shit. Like when I was in Thailand in like I think 2004. And they've been had the transgenders, like they've been doing that, but they don't try to convince you that they're a woman. They just say I'm a lady boy or whatever, and they keep it real. They're not like trying to force you like, no, I am a woman and you will respect me and I'm gonna play on the women's sports teams and fuck everybody up. They didn't do that in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. You shouldn't be trying to convince me you're a woman, because then that's like kind of like trick people into being gay. Like just keep it official. You're a lady boy. You're a lady boy. That's cool. I'm not trying to go there with you. If you were a woman, then I will fuck with you. But you're not. Some of them Jones be looking bad too. They do the most to look good. It's like fucking disturbing. Like I'm just imagining, what if you laid up with a transgender for the night and you wake up? I mean, my facial hair grows in overnight. Like it'll grow in a little bit. So you'll wake up and she have a little stubble on her face. I'm like, oh no, I would want to kill myself. They're really trying to trick people into being gay. And they're deep populists that push the transgender shit. So they want you to date people that you're not going to have kids with. They want you to date transgenders so you won't have children. That's what they're doing about that. Yeah, the veil will be lifted. But you know, this shit is on God's time. The punishment doesn't happen when we want it. We want these motherfuckers to get exposed right now, but God's like, I don't know, God's like, I just need you to be strong, because you're not ready yet. He's getting us prepared for something. You know, and that's why a lot of people end up in prison getting life sentences, because they weren't able to wait on God to bring that justice. People misunderstand Christianity. We really should understand that. In it, you know, mercy for the guilty is punishment for the innocent. And that's what we really believe. So, but that doesn't mean we're just gonna crash out on everybody. We gotta wait for that justice to come in His time. They're gonna come when we want it. I mean, I don't want to preach too much, but wait for the EBS. What's that? I mean, the mayoral election in LA, they're about to blow the lid off of that. You seen Spencer Pratt said he had some kind of evidence that would incriminate Karen Bass. Like, he's saying she broke the law and I got proof. And he got a whistleblower that works in her cabinet that's about to tell on her. They about to be cooked, man. Emergency broadcast system. Okay. Break that down for me. I seen you send some videos too. I just haven't had the chance to look at them. Probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna be chilling at the house. I gotta like do all my house chores tomorrow, so yeah. So I have time. You know what? Too, matter of fact, I'll go live when I'm live at the house. I could go live and play videos. So maybe I'll play them shits on the live. That would actually be dope. So maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. We can all watch it together. I've done that before, actually. There's ways that I can stream, but not when I'm on the car. I need my laptop to do it. There's no press on it. So yeah, I mean, if you join the live too, you could tell me to push it up, and we could watch it right then and there together. So that'd be dope. I should actually do more of that. I don't know. I mean, I'm got a whole bunch of ammo. Just stay stocked up on ammo, and always keep lots of water. We got mad water and stocked up in the house. So, and then dry shit like ramen noodles. Man, listen, ramen noodles kept me alive when I was poor. And you know, there might be a time when that's the best option. Okay. Like canned food, shit like that. And not just ramen, like regular pasta. Because at least you'll be able to get your carbs. And then you want shit that you get protein from. Can you get protein out of noodles or not? Because another thing you could just stock up on is mad protein powder. Then you got the noodles and you got shitload of protein powder. You should be alright. You could survive off that. I ain't gonna lie, I survived off fucking noodles like for a large period of my life. I've never taken this way back to Atlantic City. I hope it's taking me the right way. So, they reset the grid so the people that are like have a total domination over it, we're gonna shut that down and start a new one. So that's the only way to do it, because those people have total control. The orbs could be from evil people that have control of all this shit. That's also a possibility. Who was saying it? Was it Elon Musk or somebody? They were saying the technology that we have is unreal, and then the people that have control over it are just complete sociopaths and psychopaths, depopulists. So the only way, I guess, would be to reset and create something that we have control over. I think Trump might try to do a break from Israel too, but he's got to do it slowly and carefully, because they are fucking wicked. I mean, they could give us a hard time. But we'll see. But I don't know. Like, I know how Trump plays. He acts like he's somebody's best friend. He acts like you know, he's best friends with our enemies. You gotta show these guys respect, even if you don't like them. They got power. You just have to show them respect. And you play the long game, like a lot of these countries do. They play the long game. They don't come in and drop bombs on you, but they find other ways to get in there and put ideas in your people's heads. They're very slick. So it's like I say, you can't always get that. You can't always get justice when you want it. It's gonna come in God's time. He knows when it's time. It's coming. We just gotta stay strong while we're waiting. Keep your enemies close. Exactly. And I think that's what he's doing. I mean, I hope. There's no way of knowing, but I'm going to keep some faith until I see a reason otherwise. But, Trump, people got to remember, Trump is from New York City. Like, even though he had money, he grew up in Jamaica Estates, which is Jamaica, Queens. Southside Jamaica, one of the worst parts of New York City, is right next to where Trump lived, grew up. So yeah, he had money growing up, but he lived right next to the trenches. He's not like a square. New York City, especially in the 70s, 80s, it was grimy. Even if you lived in somewhere with money, you were still around the trenches. That's where I live. I was born in Brooklyn, Red Hook, Brooklyn. And even if you lived in a nice part of Red Hook or a nice part of Brooklyn, you were surrounded by the trenches, though. You're not going to be, square. You're going to have street smarts. So Trump understands the streets more than people know, or people realize. I mean, yeah, he's smart. He just knows, he got street smarts. Street smarts will take you a long fucking way. Yeah, he donates it or something like that. That money ain't shit to him though. That little 200 something K, that shit ain't really shit to him anyway. He don't need that money. I don't understand, like, some of these, like, Biden lives in like a $2-something million house or something. It's crazy property right on this lake. Biden's got, their house is ridiculous. And somehow him and his wife, when they did their taxes, I think in 24, him and his wife did combined taxes, saying that both of them combined made like $200,000 that year. So if you and your wife combined only make 200 or something, 300K, how the fuck do you live in a $2 million mansion? That don't make sense. You could look his tax returns up too. People are like, oh, well, at least Biden showed his tax return. Like, yeah, did you read it? That motherfucker's scamming, bro. Him and his wife said they both make this together make less than 500K. Yeah, good for him. He put the taxes out and nobody even fucking read them. Seen how little sense it made. Yo. No, I mean, I think sometimes it was Biden. But yeah, there was definitely, do you remember when Biden came out and he was like 7 foot tall? He was just fucking towering over his wife. And his face looked totally different. Then there's the other Biden that looks like Fire Marshal Bill. Like, he looks just like Fire Marshal Bill. But then you got the 7 foot Biden. Yeah, there's a bunch of different Bidens. Yeah, nah, fuck no, that wasn't him. Look up that picture. Look up the picture of like Biden 7 foot or something like that. Yo, he was like 6'10" one day. Like, damn, bro, you had a growth spurt when you're fucking 85. That's crazy. Yo, I swear, like, that bull really looked like Jim Carrey. A lot. And Jim Carrey, remember that last Jim Carrey we saw did not look like Jim Carrey. That was not fucking Jim Carrey. That last Jim Carrey we seen, no fucking. And you could see he had mad plastic surgery. He was acting weird. Like, that was not Jim Carrey. Nah, there was like 5 or 6 Bidens. There was a couple of them, but the one of them was so obvious because he was so tall. The real Biden was the bull that tripped on the sandbags and like fell off his bike. That was the real Biden. There's so much abandoned houses along here. Now, you know what though? You remember when Jim Carrey went up the stage and he was like, he aired out the whole Hollywood. He was calling them pedophiles. When he went to get up and get his award, he aired them all out. And then the next time we seen him, he would look totally different. He was like supporting all the bullshit. He was a totally different guy when he went and got that award in like France or some shit. That fucking president, Macron. Yo, President Macron is weird as shit, and his wife is a man. You heard Macron, President Macron, his wife. She was dating him when he was like 15. He was like 20 something or 35 or something. Look this up. She was dating him when he was like a little kid, and then they got married. Like, these people are nasty. And then the president of Canada, I'm pretty sure that the president of Canada, Trudeau, or prime minister, is Castro's kid. I think his mother and Castro had a baby, and it's him. And if you look, you know, there's like an app where you can combine two people and see what their kids would look like. Do that with Trudeau's mom and Castro. And this is a fact. Justin Trudeau, Canada's prime minister, his mother used to stay in Cuba all the time, and she had a relationship with Castro. This is real. Like, it's not a conspiracy. Like, you have officials in Cuba will admit it. She'll admit it. Like, they all. Yeah. She doesn't keep it a secret. She used to hang out with fucking Castro around the same time that Justin Trudeau was conceived. Yeah, that was not Jim Carrey. That was not fucking Jim Carrey, yo. Did anybody else in the chat see that shit? Do y'all think that was really Jim Carrey? That went up and got that award. It looked all weird. His cheeks were all swollen and shit. Yeah, no, there's still 11 people in here. Who we got in the building? Like, what cities is everybody from? We're in Jersey on the way to Atlantic City right now. Represent your city, man. Represent your state. We're in South New Jersey. We're going to Atlantic City, baby. I tried to get it. I went to get a cheesesteak when I was in Atlantic City. They said $20 for the steak. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Might as well go get a New York strip, get an actual fucking steak. LA in the building. Shout out LA, man. I really want to go out there one of these days. LA looks crazy. We grew up over here on the East Coast. We really did grow up fucking with LA culture. We never did the gangs in Philly. We don't do the LA gangs, but we fuck with LA heavy. Yo, when Nipsey Hussle died, that day he died, you were driving through Philly, all you heard was people bumping Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, Philly got a lot of love for LA, for real. Whoa! Straight at me. Put on a podcast while we drive. I can't play music or it demonetizes. This shit retarded. Like, you can do reaction videos to music. Like, you could play a music video and be like, oh my god, that was fucking fire. It lets you monetize it. But if you listen to it in a car for some reason, it demonetizes the video. It makes no sense. Nah, yeah, kid. Nah, LA. I mean, LA's one of them. You gotta give it up to New York though. New York City made hip hop. I mean, Philly made big contributions, but no, LA, especially LA street culture. Yeah, no, LA's one of them ones for sure. Santa Monica. I never been to the West Coast, period. Is Santa Monica out by LA? Yeah, I got the beach too. My man lives in LA though. He said like they don't even go to the beach. Like, for real? I'm thinking sunny California, everybody's down at the beach. She's like, nah, we just be back here in the hood, bro. Like, we forget the beach is even there. Florida is like that. And a Route 66, okay. Yo, that would be a dope drive one of these days. If I just drove down Route 66, that'd be fine. The street we're on is like the Route 66 of Jersey once we get to a certain point. But this used to be the main stretch to get from Philly to Atlantic City. But then when they built 95, this shit, Black Horse Pike just died. So, but it's crazy, once we get to the bottom, it's gonna be mad abandoned hotels and just grimy shit. Santa Monica, okay, Route 66. I heard like Route 66 is dead. Nobody really uses it anymore. Is that true? Yo, you know what else looks crazy? Is like the desert in California. When you go out like the Salton Sea and shit like that. I just seen the videos out there. I want to go out there and record that. That shit looks crazy out there. It's like a third world country. Is Death Valley like where all that shit is, like the desert? Yeah, job market is cool out here. When people struggle to get a job out here, I'm like, man, you just are not really trying to get a job. Or people don't know how to finesse a resume. My resume be like all bullshit, but they don't know that. But yeah, I'm a trash man. We start work real early, and we get off real early. So people be on here like, get a job. Like, bitch, I already worked, put my 8 hours in. And I'm trying to get money on YouTube. I haven't stopped working since. I'm off today. I took 2 weeks off. Our benefits are the shit, man. I take 2 weeks off. I'm getting paid. I needed a break, man. Christopher, where are you from? Are you out there in are you in Cali? Oh, okay. Do they got towns out there in Death Valley, or is it just all desert and shit? They're digging it up. So what are they gonna like drain it out and disappear it? 'Cause they got little towns. Like, I was looking on Google Maps. I was looking at this town called Bombay Beach, I think. Man, that shit look grimy as fuck. I'm like, it doesn't even look like America. Some of them little towns in Cali, that shit don't even look like America, bro. New York. Oh, that's right. I know. You pulled up a couple times in here. Oh, it's evaporating. Wow, that's crazy. It's a big ass lake too. That's not like a little lake, right? I mean, it's a big ass fucking body of water. But it sounds like it's all polluted and shit. All the fish are dead. I heard it smells like shit too. Bombay is nasty. Yeah, see, I want to see that shit. What is it, like crime out there too, or is it just poverty, like grinding? Like, I wonder if they be doing like the gangbang and shit out there. This little spot we're gonna slide to, like a Bombay Beach type of joint. It's just like a wasteland. I hope they didn't knock it down, because it's just all this abandoned shit is crazy looking. There's a salt basin, a lot of little towns. Beautiful natural landscapes. Oh, okay. Volcanic activity or shit. Okay, yeah, see, that's dope. desert is like a whole another world for me. Oh yeah, I was in New Mexico or something. I remember seeing all the plateaus. I was like, what the fuck is that? I never even heard of a plateau. I'm like, I seen it and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? And there was some weird ass like UFO or something flying over our car. It was like this like triangular jump in the middle of the day too. It flew right over us. Milford, okay. Yeah, no, I definitely I need to get some of this YouTube money and I'm gonna go everywhere, bro. I'm gonna go to places like that. I'm gonna try to go to all. I like going to the little cities that are like off the beaten path. Cause I could drive around Philly all day, but it's like there's a million other people driving around Philly. So I kind of want to have my own lane, kind of separate. I mean, I'm still from where I'm from. I love my city. I love my area, but I love getting the fuck out of it sometimes, you know? Hottest place on earth. Yeah, I heard that, matter of fact. Yeah, Death Valley. That sounds crazy. You know, the one thing I like about PA, bro, is that we actually got good gun laws. Like, you can protect yourself in Pennsylvania. As soon as you cross that border, you're kind of fucked. Like, since I'm in Jersey and Delaware a lot, I can't bring my gun because the gun laws out here are trash. They should have, all of our permits should be connected. Like, if I drive to Jersey, I should be allowed to bring my gun. If I go to Florida, I could use my Pennsylvania concealed carry. I could carry in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, but I can't carry when I cross the fucking border. But yeah, PA is like, PA is a stand your ground state. People don't know that. And it's mad easy to get your permit too. But then you go to Delaware, like you would think Delaware has more lenient laws than PA, like gun laws. Do they ban ARs? I didn't realize that they even did that. Delaware actually banned ARs. To Cabela's, I wanted to look and I wanted to get a rifle. They fucking banned them. All you get now is like a Red Dead Redemption musket looking ass. Oh, you not? Jersey? I mean, it depends what you get pulled over for. I mean, if you just get pulled over for some dumb shit, you'll be fine. But the problem is, if you bring your gun out Jersey and you use it, you got a firearm felony. So even if I don't get caught with it on me, if I end up having to use it, I'm fucked. So I'd rather, there's other ways of protecting yourself though. They're not as good as a gun, but you can have bear spray, knives, baseball bats, tasers. Like basically I just keep everything else to kind of compensate. Because you never know when shit's gonna happen. Some people say I'm paranoid, but like they might say I'm paranoid, but my gun saved my fucking life. I would literally be dead right now if I didn't have a gun. A bull tried to take my head off, and it didn't go the way he wanted. But now if that was Jersey, I really wouldn't be able to protect myself. I'd probably be dead. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kensington is crazy, bro. Kensington is wild. We got a lot of spots in around the Philly area that is just as bad. We got Camden. If you look on my channel, like the videos, I went through everywhere. Camden, Chester, Wilmington. All the cities around Philly too, like they're all bad. Upper Darby. Yeah, it's not just Philly, like everything around Philly is crazy as fuck. You got suburbs too, a lot of it's like nice suburbs. There's some beautiful areas, but no, that shit be crazy. You know what I thought would be interesting? If I did DoorDash up in Kensington. I used to do DoorDash in Kensington because it's like, they give you more money. So I would go up there and do it. I never had no problems. But you'll hear the stories about. Matter of fact, the delivery driver was just shot and killed, and he barely had any money on him. This just happened in North Philly like last week. You could look it up. He went to deliver pizza to somebody, and they like robbed him and shot him and fucking killed him. Like, man, that is so evil. This dude's just trying to get a couple dollars. You gonna kill him? Especially a delivery driver. That man's just trying to get a couple extra bucks. Probably had some kids and shit. I heard a lot of stories like that because I drove Uber and all that in Philly. There was an Uber driver in Philly. He was waiting outside for the passenger to come out, and he ended up getting stuck in the middle of a shootout. Like, there was kids on the top of the block and kids at the bottom of the block. They started shooting at each other while this bull was fucking waiting for the passenger, and the bullets went right through the car, hit him in the head, and he survived. He got shot in the head twice, just with crossfire, and he survived, bro. Can you imagine that? Like, yo, that's kind of crazy, like, just being able to say you got shot in the head. Like, bitch, I got shot in the head twice. Fuck did you talking about? Not even once. Like, you could even flex on someone that got shot in the head. Like, bitch, alright, you got shot in the head once. I was shot in the head twice. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Philly is such a crazy ass place, man. Super fucked up. A lot of people possessed by demons in Philadelphia. Everywhere, Los Angeles, I mean, everywhere, kids is possessed by demons, man. That's not them kids. That's not really them. That's doing a shooting. That's some type of... And they unleash these demons with the music. That's what we were talking about earlier. And they unleash demons, and whoever taps into it too deep takes those demons. Where from 95? I don't go anywhere like without sufficient protection. I'm telling you, I got mace, bear spray, and a knife. Well, I got the mace so I could carry it around. I got the bear spray because that shit shoots like 30 feet. People say I'm paranoid. I'm like, all right, you tell me I'm paranoid when you become a victim and you have no way to protect yourself. And you tell me how paranoid I was. And then, you know, people become victims and then they want to start protecting themselves. Why does bullshit? My clip off, but we should be straight. No, but we should be straight. Go ahead and get in that go-yard, baby. I'm gonna put a podcast on or something. No doubt, Chris. Appreciate you pulling up, man. We'll probably be on all day, so pull back up if you're around. We should be in Atlantic City in what? Actually, we'll probably be in AC in like 20 minutes. We're right there.
Well, I think we're going to get into all that. But, you know, this stuff you're doing, I don't even know.
Most literally, yeah. Like, the thing that I study is that, and I do find it's fun, like, to kind of take a step back and talk to people just to see how they interpret the words that we attach to things, or how, like, visceral, literal, like, the researcher versus, like, the person you're talking to.
You ready to get into it?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to start you off with an introduction here. Sabrina Gonzalez Pasterski, born in Chicago, Illinois, first-generation Cuban American. At age 9, your first flight lesson ignited a lifelong obsession with flight and physics behind it. Between ages 12 and 14, you spent 2 years building a single-engine Zenith. Rejected by Harvard, waitlisted at MIT, you got off the waitlist because of the airplane you built. Earned your PhD from Harvard in 2019 in high-energy theoretical physics, leading the Celestial Holography Initiative, a project aimed at encoding the entire universe holograms with quantum mechanics and genetics, at least a little bit. At least a little bit. But is this like what do they call quantum communication? Or like is this like what do they call quantum communication? Like
Oh, so basically, so like if you were talking to someone who does quantum computing and like those facets, is more like in holography. There are definitely connections between foundational aspects of like entanglement and different like protocols you can do in a quantum mechanical system, and then mapping it to a gravitational one. String theory is not, but there's a sense in which the research I do probably is like more closely. But basically, the whole point is we want to try to, as a field, not individually, understand like what the basic rules are, what are the laws of nature, and if you aren't going out and measuring things, what do you really have at your disposal? You're roughly trying to use mathematical consistency of your frameworks to try to piece together a picture. And so if you have rules for the very short distance physics and very long distance physics that are kind of in their own world, and you want to try to have a framework that connects both of them, you run into various problems. And string theory is one example of a route that people have found to kind of avoid the pitfalls of like understanding how to have a graviton or how to have like a quantum mechanical system with gravity. But in practice, you're roughly studying one little facet of these mathematical frameworks and trying to push it pretty far or generalize it to different situations.
okay, what is the? I read something that China is working on communications where they and then no matter what the distance is, the other half of the atom will mimic exactly what.
Talking about some entanglement or whatnot.
Yes,
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking about. Quantum entanglement.
Sure. So I am less of like on top of all of the experiments when it comes to trying to see like not just entanglement but maybe like some sort of like position dependence or whatnot, which is like closer to like seeing like how gravity and quantum interface. But so I don't know exactly which experiment, but I know that there's a lot on like kind of there's a lot of progress on like the quantum computing side of things, which I guess is like the closest thing to an engineering subfield right now within like high energy theory.
All right, so a couple things to crank out here.
Yes.
We got a Patreon.
Okay.
It's
You
a
got
community.
yes.
Yep.
So that
And
I
they're the reason that I get to sit. So they get the opportunity to ask every single guest a question. This is from JD Park. At 12, you weren't playing video games. You were in a garage building a Zenith CH601XL. What did that mechanical grease under the fingernails experience teach you about solving abstract physics problems that a textbook never could?
I think it maybe didn't teach me like enough for what I had done so far, but it definitely instilled a sense in which like there's a value to trying to find the things that can be straightforward and systematic and build something cool out of it. And I think that that's one thing that maybe theoretical physics personally felt like it was lacking because I had this bias of going with a lot of people who like built cool shit or whatnot, is like, is there a sense in which you can try to find the engineering aspects of what you do in the systematic things and like build tools for that? So that's the thing that project probably has instilled in me, but I don't think I've like lived that out yet.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. And then I got you a gift.
Okay.
Everybody gets a gift.
You know yours. Thank you.
Vigilance League gummy bears made in the USA up in Michigan. Oh, you want to try them? Go ahead. You're gonna love them.
What made you want to have gummy bears like that? It's super fun.
Actually, I was gonna do CBD gummies for sleep.
You never told me one.
It's so random. He gives fucking gummy bears to everybody. Vigilance Elite gummy bears. Like that shit, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. We're just stretching our legs out real quick. Pause. No diddy. We're probably like we're like 15 minutes out of AC. Oh, actually we're right there. What the fuck? It says yeah, we're right outside of AC. This is Black Horse Pike. This used to be the main route to get from Philly to AC, but then when they built 95, it just all this shit went abandoned back here. So it really fucked up Black Horse Pike. All the businesses here were the service people coming from Philly to AC. But then they built 95 and people didn't have to come down here. Nah, for real. We took some back road. I never went this way before. I can't believe it was this fast either. And it's usually the AC Expressway is way faster. So I don't even know how we got here that quick. That shit was crazy. We got in the chat, man. What city's everybody from? We had people from everywhere today. From LA to fucking Indonesia. Country boy, what's going on, man? Where you been at? The store where you're at? What do you mean you're at a store for a month? But yeah, so you know the part of Black Horse Pike taking care of the kid, yeah, man, that comes first. That comes first before YouTube Live, homie. So you know West Atlantic City, then all that abandoned shit, we're gonna go check that out. They got this big ass motels down there. It's all boarded up and it looks crazy. It's been like that for years. I can't believe it's still like that. Well, we'll see if it's still there. Hopefully it is. What kind of store you got? Building a new car? Yo, that's fire, bro. Building, what kind of car? What kind of car, bro? I want to do that so bad. What was the car I was just looking at the other day? Damn, I was looking at this car the other day. I'm trying to, 69 Camaro. Oh, that's fire, bro. Damn, dog. You might have to go live and show us that shit. Yeah. So everything's going abandoned. A lot of shit's going abandoned where I live. Yo, Country Boy too, you could I got like a community page where you could post shit on there too. So if you could even post pictures of the progress, that would be fire. There's a lot of people on my channel fuck with cars and shit like that. We got some big car people on my page. They stop in from time to time. Damn, bro. Oh yeah, that's hard. Yeah, you definitely gotta show us that. Yeah, post pictures on the community page. If you want, I mean, that's all you. Where are you from, bro? What state are you in? Bro, this light is like crazy. It makes my eyes turn into ice. Ohio, okay. I feel like Ohio and PA are kind of like very similar. Who else we got in the chat? What states? What cities? Who's in here? That's another place like Ohio, Western PA. I gotta get out there. We got a bunch of people on the channel from out there too, Pittsburgh and shit. Let me see if I could. I gotta do a live where I can add people, but there's some way to do it. I'll figure that shit out. I'm about to restart the live when we go into AC, but there is some way I can invite people on here. That would be hard actually. That would be dope. But on the community page though, if you just go on my main channel, and then just it's on one of the options. Like I say, videos, lives. That's like all the replays of the lives, and then community page you can post on there. I'm trying to get more people to start posting on there, like kind of bring like a community together. That would be dope, but people don't really post on it. I'm trying to get people to like start posting historic photos, like old photos of the cities and shit like that. History, shit that's interesting, cars. Damn, I gotta take a piss. I'm trying to think if I could just piss in the woods right here. Okay. Yeah, you could post it right on the community page, bro. That'd be dope. Matter of fact, that'd be hard if we get more people in the community to start posting their cars. We definitely got some car people. One of my homegirls, she comes in here a lot. She got I think she got a Corvette. She got a couple shits. And we got the ability for extrasensory perception. Like me and my friends sometimes don't even need to talk. We just like look at each other and kind of know what's on each other's minds. You give them like a certain look on your face. Like if someone comes around on some bullshit or something, we could just look at each other like, nope, this guy gotta go. That's fire, bro. Yeah, I wanna. What was the car? I'm trying to remember what it was that I was just looking at. I can't remember. I love Stingrays though. My neighbor got a Stingray. I love that thing. That's nasty, Helen. Girls don't pee or poop. As far as I'm concerned. They don't fart either. Girls don't fart. Yo, I was laid up with this John. Yo, girls with fat asses fart crazy. This is the thing they never tell you about. Me and this John we were sleeping and shit. Well, she was asleep. I haven't fallen asleep yet. And this girl farted in her sleep, bro. That John had bass. That shit was like. And I started laughing and she woke up. I was like, yo, you just farted. She was like, no, I didn't. She got like all embarrassed and shit. I was like, no, you just farted crazy. All that booty meat, when a fart comes out, that shit, you know, it gotta get through the booty. And that shit, man, sounded like she had some 15s in the trunk. No, you don't. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that you use the bathroom. I'm gonna go water these flowers over here. I'll be right back. I'm saying 95, they don't fart, bro. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear it. Why is it that like when a girl farts in front of you, you just never see her the same again? You know what I'm saying? When a female farts in front of you, bro, you just can't even look at her the same. It's like, ugh. It just damage your reputation. Yeah, you got it. I mean, we can't like fart. I try to not fart in front of girls either. But I feel like it's a little less degrading. Nah, I know y'all get crazy when it's just the girls though. I be seeing the YouTube videos of the girls farting and shit. They'll fart. I'm like, ugh. Don't fart and put it on YouTube, girl. Who we got in the chat? What cities and states we got in here? Represent your state. Oh, the Nova SS. See that? I want that car. I love the Novas. What was the other jump? Man, I can't remember any of the cars. I'm just looking at them. I want a Stingray though. A Stingray is a beautiful car. I love that fucking car. There's some characters that back here in front of the store. Right back there, I just pissed. There was like drug paraphernalia. There was a toilet bowl and a tire, and there was a shotgun shell. So I don't know what they do in them woods right there, but they be partying and shooting guns, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what a shotgun shell was doing. And it was shot. It was a used shell. Toyota Prius. Hey, man. Do what you gotta do, man. How is the Toyota Prius? Does it got any power in it? Like, what kind of engine it's got? Toyota's like the best car, man. Them shits don't break down at all. Pontiac, Corvette, Ford. Oh man. I gotta probably go see some of them old Pontiac. I was gonna say Corvette or Chevy, but some of them old Pontiacs are crazy too. I probably have to. That's a good question, bro. Probably the Vet. I'm gonna go with the Vet. The only thing about the Vet, I don't feel like that's like an everyday car though. The Vet is something you pull out like to show off. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jessica, we're just taking a little break real quick. We're right outside of AC though. We're just chilling for a minute. No balls, but it's good on gas. Hey, man. Especially now, that's what you need. My car is not good on gas. I got the Accord with like the V6 in it though. This joint actually does have balls, a little V6. When you hit like second or third, when you hit third gear for real, you feel like it kicks. That joint takes off. I was racing a fucking a Charger. I cooked him because I was swimming in traffic. He didn't know how to swim. I swam, and he started catching up on me. I hit the shoulder and went around a U-Haul truck. I was out. I had a wide open highway. He got stuck behind me, but he didn't have the balls to hit the shoulder like I did. Put a 357 in it. I heard that. Michael, what's up, big dog? Jessica, AC is Atlantic City. Atlantic City. You can swim in traffic. Yo, I got some videos on here where I swim through traffic like crazy. Like I be drawn sometimes. There was one night we were coming back from Atlantic City. I was just telling a story. I don't know if you were here. It was late night, so there was no traffic. It was me and 5 other cars, all in a group. All of us was doing 100 miles an hour. We hit $110, and I got my shit to 115. It started wobbling. I'm like, nah. Accords are not built to go past 110. Yeah, bro. One of these days, like, I'm really trying to make this YouTube shit work, bro. Like, cause I still gotta go to work full time and do all this extra shit, so I can't really travel like that. But if I can make this my main job, I'm going everywhere, bro. I'm definitely going to Ohio. I always wanted to drive from PA to Florida, or I've done that drive, but PA to Cali, just go through every state. The Kia Soul, shit. The Kia Soul, man. Some of them, like the new Kias, especially, they got some balls on them. They got some kick. But for real, like any, it doesn't even matter what car you got. If you could swim, man, you're gonna cook everybody, bro. I cooked a fucking Charger in an Accord, cooked him just cause I could swim. You know what? Yeah, I do gotta go to Patterson. I do want to go to Patterson. That's where Fetty Wap is from. Nah, Patterson, I was locked up with some Puerto Rican kids from Patterson. And they were sturdy. They were sturdy. And they got the mamacitas out there, you know? Yo necesito una mujer latina, fuerte. Con culo grande, though, respectfully. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Yeah, I'm right outside of Philly. I'm in Delaware County. Delco. If you know, you know. Delco is like Upper Darby, Chester. I'm out by Chester. If you know where that's at. Where's everybody else? Jessica, where you from? Come pick you up. Where you from, Jessica? Shit, if you got a drag race, I'll pull up, bro. There's like some kind of function or something, I'll pull up. You just gotta be careful on YouTube, because most people are cool as fuck, but you never know, like, some people might be trying to line you or do some shit, you know what I mean? I had a girl on here that I'm pretty sure tried to line me up. We were in Camden, and she was like, I was asking how to get to Mount Ephraim. It's like a street in Camden. So she was giving me directions, like, on the live. But then I realized she wasn't taking me where I asked to go. She was taking me somewhere else. I'm like, hold on. And she was trying to take me right into these projects. I'm like, someone in the chat actually pointed it out. Someone in the chat said, "No, you're going in the wrong direction, bro. She's trying to line you." I'm like, damn. She might have got me to it. That boy didn't tell me in the chat. I'm trying to remember what his name was. He used to pull up. Shout out to him. I'll rock with people as long as I can, like, get to know them and shit. The chat's gonna cut out real quick. Just listen. I got put. Alright. Yeah, shout out to you, Mike. Man, you showing love, bro. I appreciate you, dog. Yeah, we used to go to drag races in Philly all the time. But I don't know where they do them anymore. But we used to drag race all the time down there. Alright, let's hit the road. We got 30 minutes to AC. Shit, I don't know. Post some pictures, man. I'll tell you which one. And that's crazy. It's like young bulls on four-wheelers. I guess we're kind of in the country. It's like the hood country. I think it's the Pine Barrens. Yeah, they got some little like it's like country, but it's a little grimy too. Like some of these kids is a little rough around the edges. Oh wow, I took the wrong turn, man. Fuck. I should have been in AC by now. Bro, I just missed my turn. It's added like 30 minutes. Well, 20. We'll be there about 5 p.m. Yeah, bet. I'll be here. We'll be here.
Jocko Willie, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
It's an
For
honor,
sure,
man.
Mike. We'll be here.
It's an honor, man.
Pull back up, homie. We'll be here.
It's an honor.
About a half hour, 20 minutes outside Atlantic City, so we'll be there soon.
You know, even though we've never met, I just want you to know that I have a tremendous amount of respect for you, and a lot of the guys that I went through buds with served with you, under you, and you just have a reputation as a leader that is unmatched. And,
I bet.
it truly is.
Yeah, I want to see them cars, though.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, AC is going to be
I
lit.
was very lucky to learn from some really great people and be surrounded by a
AC
bunch
is
of
gonna be lit.
awesome dudes, and awesome to see what you're doing these days, getting after it for sure.
Thank you. But yeah, so everybody starts with an introduction here. Jocko Willing, a retired Navy SEAL and Silver Star recipient, commanded the SEAL Team 3's Task Unit Bruiser in Ramadi, Iraq, the most highly decorated special operations unit in the entire Iraq war. I did not know that until today. Number one New York Times best-selling author, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. You also own an MMA and fitness gym in San Diego. You're an OG podcaster with over 1 billion views. Host of the presidential special, Above, Below, and Beyond, celebrating 250 years of the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps, which is streaming now. A business titan with everything from leadership consulting to American-made clothing and supplements to a soccer club in your portfolio. Husband to Helene.
I'll check it out
father
when
of
we
four.
when
Most
I pull over.
importantly, you're a Christian. And, you know,
That anybody else too, if y'all have any like pictures to share, it could be like historic pictures. If you got some cars you want to post, you can post them on a community page. I want to get the community page active so we can stay more like in tune with each other, and so y'all can stay in tune with each other too. But we got a solid little community. We got a nice little crew. It would be cool to get y'all connected with each other more. So yeah, use that community page.
going overseas, sitting on your ass. Or maybe not.
You can also, if any of y'all do YouTube, feel free to post your links on the community page. Like you can promote your shit on the community page. I'll check it out. Like if I fuck with your content, I'll let you promote it. But if it's not, I might have to take it down if it's not, you know. But nah, I encourage people to promote your shit on my community page, man. If I can help anybody get a little head start or something, I'm not a hater. Y'all can clip my videos and repost shit. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get my little credit, that's all.
Open this episode with a prayer. Perfect. Jesus, I just want to say thank you for having Jocko here today. And, you know, we're going to release this on Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is just a holiday that's full of love, family, and friends. And both Jocko and I both
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
as well as a lot of people.
That
a lot of
Camaro
people
definitely a nice little cruise car.
Those things on
Plus, it's
Thanksgiving.
kind of a flex too. You gotta customize this shit.
First responder, police officer, and they're out, or they're in the military and they're deployed, or maybe they just have a lot of loss and not a lot of people around them. But whatever those reasons are, we want this episode to reach them, to bring them joy on Thanksgiving, and just something that they can look forward to, and hopefully they can take something out of this. And that's also just for everybody in general. I know this is going to be an extremely powerful episode. There's going to be a lot of life lessons in here, and just little nuggets that people can take with them and better their life with them. And that's what we intend to do here today. So please make that happen. Amen.
Amen.
But all right, Jocko. Well, got a couple of things to crank out here before we start digging into this. I got a couple of gifts for you. One of them,
Famous gummies.
famous Vigilance League gummy bears, legal in all 50 states still. No funny business. It's just candy. I know you're not a big sweets guy, but maybe give them a try.
On that night out.
Bro,
So
Those gummy bears sound retarded. Like Vigilance Elite gummy bears. What the fuck? I love Sean, but the gummy bear shit, man, gotta stop. You gotta find something better. Like, who eats gummy bears anymore? That's like candy corn. That's like candy corn sucks. I used to like it when I was a kid for some reason. I didn't know better. That's all we had was candy corn and gummy bears and shit.
but no, look, bottom line, if you ever have to defend yourself, your family, your friends, if you ever have to get into some type of engagement with a bad guy, these people have your ass. They're going to take care of all of the legal fees and coach you how to get through it, and they're a huge fan of yours, and so I just wanted to present you.
Yeah, so that's awesome. When you go through the concealed carry course in California, the state mandated one, most of the course is them telling you what a problem it's going to be if you ever have to use the weapon. So it's nice to have these guys as backup, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then last thing before we move on here, I have a Patreon account. It's a subscription account. A lot of these guys and girls have been with me since the very beginning when I was doing this in my attic, and we've turned it into quite the community. So what we do is we offer them the opportunity to ask every guest a question. This is a good one. It has to do with leadership. This is from Nick Farrell. Looking back at your career now, what was your greatest flaw as a leader? What advice would you have given yourself as a young officer?
Yeah, well, for me, fortunately, I didn't have to experience much time as a young officer because I was a prior enlisted guy. But when I look back at my career, one of the biggest things that I noticed is that I never really cared about what happened after the teams. For me, it was just about the teams, and I didn't really think about it for myself. I didn't really think about it for anybody else. So, for a guy, for instance, I never gave anyone any financial advice. I never said, hey, you might not want to buy that brand new F-350 Super Duty that's $70,000 and you're going to spend your whole re-enlistment bonus on it. You should probably do something else with that. And I never really did that, and never really encouraged anyone to get an education. When someone came to me about getting an education, I'd say, do you want to go to sniper school? Do you want to go to breacher school? We got you. And so I was very, very focused on the teams. And that's just the way I was. And I recognized when I retired that there is something after the teams. And so I wish I would have paid a little bit more attention to that, especially for the guys that I was responsible for. And I didn't do a great job with it.
So you're saying, in a nutshell, you would have taken more of a stake in their personal lives to watch them succeed?
Yep.
Interesting. Do you feel like, I'm learning a lot of leadership lessons right now. And do you feel, and I do that, with I would say the majority of my team, I take a great interest in their personal lives because I want them to succeed. Do you feel, but there's a caveat to this that I have learned throughout doing this. Does that blur the lines?
No.
Blur the lines of leadership?
No, and again, look, as far as their personal life, if a guy was having problems with his marriage or problems with his kids or something like that, I would do whatever I could to help him out with that. But I'm saying as far as planning life outside of the teams, I didn't think much about it. And so, and even if a guy was having a problem with his wife or with his kids, my focus would be, okay, how can we get that fixed so you can go on deployment, so you can get back to being in a platoon, which is what everybody wants to be doing anyways, most of the time.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for that. Let's move into your life story. So listen, I want to do a life story on you. It's going to be a long one, and there's quite a few rabbit holes that I'd like to go down with you.
I don't really do mods, bro. And nothing personal towards you. Like, I'm sure you'd be solid. But right now, it's like too small. Like, I don't really need them. But keep coming around. Like, when the channel starts blowing up more, I will need mods for sure. But right now, I had some issues with mods in the past. So I'm just kind of trying to avoid that. But keep pulling up, though. Like, the more I get to know people over time as the channel grows, yeah, I'm going to need mods. But right now, it's like I don't have enough people that I need it. But nah, keep pulling up though. Keep pulling up for sure. Because I will end up needing them eventually. Hopefully, I mean that's the goal.
Oh shit, I was not expecting that one.
Yeah. Well, and that, yeah, I forget what the middle child is supposed to be like. Am I not like the middle child?
'Cause I'm trying to like, especially when my channel gets bigger and I'm making money, I want to try to help people that supported me too. I don't take them for granted. Like I don't take y'all for granted. So there's some way we could like put something together for the people that really supported. We're gonna figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, I definitely want to like help some other people win, or at least get some little extra money in their pocket, or so, however I can. We'll figure it out though for sure. Because a lot of y'all supported me so much, man. It's like I gotta return gratitude. Gratitude's an action word, you know what I mean? You gotta tell somebody you're grateful, but that don't mean shit. You gotta show them. So that's the plan for the future. We gonna make it. Yeah.
Went to hardcore shows in New York City when I was a young kid, which was amazing. And, you know, that kind of scratched my rebellious. I've always been a little bit of a rebellious kid, and so that kind of made me feel like I was scratching that itch. And I just related to it, you know. I related to the first time I heard like heavy music. It sounded right to me, as opposed to a lot of the, you know, other music that was out there. You know, like pop music. It didn't sound right to me. But hardcore and everything else.
I think I just put you on timeout by accident. My fault, homie. I don't know how to turn it off. It's only for like a minute, I think. That was not intentional.
You got to do stuff yourself. If you wanna do something, if you want something, you got to go make it happen. And that stuck with me for sure.
When did jiu-jitsu start for you?
My first platoon.
Oh, it didn't start until your first platoon. Okay.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu was not even remotely a thing when I was growing up. It wasn't like Brazilian jiu-jitsu was completely unheard of. This is in the 80s. In America, there was no Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It wasn't even in the magazines yet. It was nowhere. So that wasn't until my first platoon where I got introduced to Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
What about wrestling?
Didn't wrestle. My high school didn't even have a wrestling team.
How big was your town?
Graduated with 85 people in my class.
Hey, what the fuck?
It's like where I grew up.
Yep, small town.
No wrestling teams.
What got your interest in the military?
I do not remember.
Wrestling is a good ass skill to have. That's like one of the best things you can learn in wrestling. At least to start off, like if you could wrestle and box, you would fuck people up.
When I was a little kid, I had the British Commandos from World War II. I had a little Airfix set, 1/32 size of British Commandos, and they had Zodiac boats, and they had kayaks, and they had, you know, the black watch caps on, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And eventually I figured out that you could have that as an actual job.
Very cool. I want to go back real quick to the rebellious. Why do you think you were so rebellious?
I don't know. I think part of it's like psychologically, right? I think all kids will have this. You have to rebel against your parents at some point because you have to get out of there. You have to leave them. And so you kind of create friction so that you can release. So I think that was part of it. And I also think I just looked around at the world and just, you know, had the angst of a young teenage child. You know, you got a lot of testosterone flowing through your blood, and you just want to fight and get after it. And that's kind of what I did.
Were you a troublemaker?
I was a borderline troublemaker, but also like I didn't drink, I didn't do any drugs. There was a whole like subgenre of music called straight edge music, which I wasn't fully into that. But straight edge music is like no drinking, no drugs, but I was close enough to it that that's the way I heard that messaging of, you know, drinking and drugs were bad. It's kind of a weak thing to do, and so never did Never drank and never did drugs in high school.
How would you rebel? Would it be violence?
Yeah, going to hardcore shows, listening to punk rock music, listening to hardcore music, shaving my head, you know, getting in fights, just that kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff. Where did Christianity get rooted?
So I was, you know, we went to church growing up. We went to St. Michael's Church, and probably did maybe 3 to 5 years of that, where, and you know, when you look back, you know, people go, where do you get your values from? And I think that's pretty much as an American, that's where our values come from. It's like, that's what you're hearing. And so that's probably the time, that's the time where I was going to church.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's only easy pass. That's cool. Now I gotta get fuck. So you have to drive through the easy pass even if you don't have one. So now I owe them $30 for that. That's crazy. So we're in Pleasantville now. This is actually Pleasantville's the hood kind of.
Long hair and a ponytail, he's running around this track. This friend tells me the story that he asked the drill sergeant. He said, "Drill sergeant, who's that?" And the drill sergeant, without looking back, just keeps looking forward and goes, "Yelp." And then my buddy goes, "Drill sergeant, is there anyone that's tougher than Delta?" And the drill sergeant, without looking back at him, just says, "SEAL."
And that girl's sign right there said, "I'm pregnant, please help me." She don't look pregnant though. You know they can make that shit up, but I hope that's not the case, man. Poor girl. We're in Pleasantville right now, in the hood. I'm about to get something to drink real quick, and then we're gonna hit the city. Hey, I'm restarting a live real quick, just so we can start it in Atlantic City. So pull right back up. I'm just starting a live